Welcome back to AgriTalk at the Illinois State Fair in Springfield, Illinois. It is Agriculture Day. Wow, you never know who you're going to run into here. Emmett Sefton, good to see you, sir. A lot of good friends here at the Illinois State Fair. It is Agriculture Day, and we're happy to talk with Amy Bliefnick, State Fair Manager, who can't get the smile off of her face because of this great weather.
Oh, it's so true. I tell you, we've been so blessed with the weather. Weather's the king when it comes to the fair. And, you know, I go to bed at night thanking the good Lord, wake up in the morning thanking the good Lord. It's, you know, and the nicest part is the fairgoers can come out, they can enjoy, and, you know, everyone's happier.
Have the crowds turned out?
Oh, we've been up in attendance. We've had a great year attendance-wise, and you know we're just thrilled. Especially, who would have thought in July when it was 105 degrees out that we'd have this kind of glorious weather where you need a jacket.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often during the Illinois State Fair. You also have a great grandstand lineup. Everything seems to have come together for this year's fair.
Well, you know, it takes a lot of planning. We start planning the fair right now in this year for next year, and we start looking at what changes we need to make and how can we make it better. And so it's always challenging, and booking grandstand acts are very challenging too, but we feel real happy with what's going on. We've had a great Eric Church tonight, Brantley Gilbert and Charlie Daniels band, so should be a great night. Plus with this temperature, it's so much fun to sit outside and watch a concert. Of course, Ag Day, one of our favorite days in the whole year.
You have a number of special activities today.
We do. In fact, at 10:30, just a few minutes, USDA is going to celebrate their 150th anniversary. That'll be followed by the Ag Day activities on the Director's Lawn, where a lot of our friends in agriculture will be recognized and honored. We got a 4 o'clock press conference today at the Dairy Building. In fact, we'll have a Chicago Bears player, Anthony Morgan, there for that. 4:45, the governor's going to sign some new bills. And in fact, he's going to rename the Ag Building after John Block. And then 5 o'clock starts the commodities auction, 5:30 the governor's sale of champions, and 7:30 Brantley Gilbert. And besides that, we've got harness racing, we've got all kinds of things, truck and tractor pulls. I mean, it's a full day at the fair.
A lot going on. Yeah, we were very happy to hear that they're going to rename the Department of Ag building here after Jack Block, former Illinois Director of Agriculture, and of course former Secretary of Agriculture. That's a nice honor.
Well, I think it's important for us. You know, the fair was started as a way to salute agriculture 160 years ago. The fact that we continue to recognize and support one of our largest industries in the state of Illinois is what the fair is about. And the fact that they're going to name, you know, we have someone like John Block, who former Ag Director, it's just a great way to honor and recognize him.
Now, some other fairs, Indiana and Ohio in particular, have had some health concerns around their swine buildings and swine shows. I know you've taken precautions here. Have you had any problem?
As far as I am aware, no, we've not. But we got our veterinarians on it. We got our supervisors on it. We went through health safety procedures with them, put up extra hand washing stations, kind of set out guidelines for fairgoers to understand these are some ways to prevent this. And so, you know, education, anything we can do to help educate.
The weather's good, but the economy's still struggling. Were you concerned that that could have an impact on attendance?
Well, the economy, you know, always has an impact, but one thing I really kind of focus in on is that in these tough economic times, I find that families like the staycation more. They may not be going to Disney World or going to Colorado or things like that. And the other thing, too, especially this year, because it's been so hot and miserable outside, people have been stuck in their house. So maybe some of the money that they would have spent going out, you know, and enjoying outdoor activities, they've kind of had back in their back pocket. And so we found that because of the bad weather, the fair has had so much more attendance because it's beautiful weather.
Now, what about the rest of the week, some of the highlights that you have on your schedule?
Well, you know, harness racing every day. It's so much fun to sit in the grandstand and watch that. You can actually bet a couple bucks on the ponies if you want to. We've got great concert lineups throughout the fair. You know, people like Miranda Lambert, that's going to be huge. Steve Miller Band, Creed, Train. I mean, lots of great artists coming up. But, you know, I think one of my missions this year to try and tell people is this. When you come to the fair, don't do the same thing you always do. So if you always walk down Grandstand Avenue, take a side route. Find some of our hidden treasures are back there. The other thing is I want to make sure they go to the Farmer's Little Helper area. We have $5 million worth of agricultural equipment over there. And in addition, the Illinois pork producers built a brand new farrowing center over in the Farmer's Little Helper. It used to be right here behind the Commodities Pavilion, but it was old. It needed a little upgrade and update, and so they built a brand new building, and it's so fun to see.
So you're going to run through Sunday, and it sounds like the weather is going to cooperate right through the whole the whole run of the fair. You got to love that.
Oh, I'm telling you what, we feel very blessed about it. Yeah, today's going to be the high 84, and then tomorrow it cools off again. So we couldn't ask for better weather. But the best part about it, the whole thing though, is you're able to walk down the street, see people smiling and enjoying themselves. The vendors are happier, the fairgoers are happier, the exhibitors are happier. You know, our state police who are here, we have a lot of them. You know, it's hot out there. They're working really hard. The cooler temperatures help everyone.
So we invite people to come out and enjoy the Illinois State Fair. Thanks, Amy.
Yeah, visit our website, illinoisstatefair.info.
Very good. Amy Bliefnick, State Fair Manager. Fair off to a great start, and the weather is cooperating. Come on out if you're anywhere in the area and join us here in Springfield, Illinois. Back with more from Springfield. This is Agri Talk.